Portsmouth will be looking back already on a couple of very late equalisers which have cost them points, and they will hope they will not be costly towards the end of the season. This is the first meeting between these two clubs since April of 2009, and that was in the Premier League. And it's a real throwback when you consider that Yunus Kabul, Nico Cranshaw, Jonathan Greening and Chris Brunt were all on the score sheet that day. And Portsmouth's last victory against West Bromwich Albion came in the semi-finals of the FA Cup back in 2008, when Nwankwo Kanu scored the winner. And of course Pompey went on to lift the trophy against Cardiff in the final. And Portsmouth have had a significant fall from grace since. Their financial meltdown saw them tumble down the divisions, and it's been a long road back. 4 seasons in League Two, 7 in the third tier before they finally hauled themselves back into the Championship, led by John Mousinho last season. And West Bromwich Albion have had their financial issues as well, but Carlos Corberán has done a fine job in guiding his team into the playoffs last season when they were beaten here on the south coast by Southampton. But they do look well set for another promotion challenge this season. And some very handy loan moves towards the end of the transfer window have bolstered the squad here. Lee Doughty is our referee here today, and from experience I can tell you there's not too much room in that tunnel. Fratton Park remains and retains the features of a traditional English football stadium, but the modern-day reality of life in the Championship is dawning on Portsmouth as they look to end their wait for a victory after their long-awaited promotion back to this level last season. West Brom are at the other end of the table and already look a solid contender after missing out in the playoffs back in May. This will be a real test for Pompey here today. John Mousinho has admitted he doesn't yet know his best team, and he makes 3 changes to the side beaten here by Sunderland. Josh Murphy makes his debut. His previous match was at Wembley when he was Oxford's match winner in the League One playoff final. Tom McIntyre plays for the first time since fracturing his ankle on his debut in February, and Paddy Lane is also back in the side on the right-hand side of midfield. Carlos Corberán has picked the same team which started the previous 4 league games, but his squad is deeper than before. Mason Holgate and Mikey Johnston are on the bench after arriving on loan on deadline day. Johnston scored 7 times for Albion during a previous spell at the Hawthorns from Celtic last season. Grady Diangana is also back on the bench after a shoulder injury. Marlon Pack, born in Portsmouth, very much the heartbeat of the Pompey side. And he led his club back into the Championship last season. And he has bags of experience at this level, following his time at both Bristol City and Cardiff. Josh Madger scored the first opening day hat-trick for West Bromwich Albion since 1913 at Queen's Park Rangers. Has 4 goals so far this season. And the greeting between Carlos Corberán and John Mousinho was a warm one. 2 young coaches at this level Mousinho, 38 years of age, his first job in management, and already it's been a successful one. Always a great atmosphere at Fratton Park, and Portsmouth will hope to be inspired by that here today. Portsmouth without a victory, West Brom yet to lose, and this another big game in the Championship to end the weekend, and it's Pompey in their famous blue shirts attacking the goal away to our left in the first half. And the Norwegian Hegem will take the throw-in for Albion. In towards Madja. Carl Bartley. Back to Alex Palmer. 18 clean sheets from him last season, 2 already in the current campaign. Furlong. And he's quickly closed down by Paddy Lane. But the early throw-in was a good one. Fellows with the cross. Madja! And within a minute, Josh Madja with yet another goal away from home. The perfect start for a team who've made such a good start to the Championship season. All about the quick restart here. Fellows was onside, of course, from the throw-in. The perfect pullback. And Madja had time to pick his spot. 5 goals in 5 games for him. And Albion are on their way already. I made that 53 seconds. And it was that easy for him. And Carlos Corberán already has something for his team to hold on to. Usually 1 goal has been enough this season. Hegem, the player who has gone down with the injury there, but Madja, who had so many injury problems last season, has started the current campaign like a train, and as a result, John Mousinho already has a problem to solve. Hegem is okay to continue. And the Albion supporters already marking the fact that their team are going top of the league if it stays like this. Pack. Pompey were looking for a free kick, but eventually the challenge on Swift means the decision goes Albion's way. Furlong. West Brom starting the day in 5th position, 2 points behind the leader Sunderland, who lost at Plymouth yesterday. So a victory would be enough to put them on top at this very early stage. Albion with 3 wins and a draw coming into this game. Goalless draw with Leeds, the only blemish on their record. Lane doing well to cut the ball out. Now Williams in towards Sadie, but Bartley is able to cover. Portsmouth beginning to find their feet. But here is Matchday, looking to exploit the pace of Fellows, and he's such a weapon for Albion coming in field like this, and Fellows hits it. This time it's wide, but that's the danger for Portsmouth writ large. Tom Fellows has already made the goal, and pace like that is going to trouble any side. And already Portsmouth have been backpedaling, and Connor Ogilvie knows he has a real handful to deal with. Williams. Now Swanson. It's back with Tom McIntyre, making his home debut for Portsmouth, despite signing last January. Hegum guiding it back to Palmer. Done well by McIntyre in the air. Pack sliding in on Matchday. No hard feelings. Swanson. Tom McIntyre was signed from Reading during the transfer window at the start of the year. Fractured his ankle on his debut at Northampton. And this is his first game since. Lane. Now Swanson. Pack. Walk wide by Murphy. Lane. And the cross in towards Swanson, appeals for a penalty. The challenge by Hegum, but nothing given by the referee. Pack. Swanson still forward, but it's sent behind by Malumbi for a corner. And Lee Doughty there was in a very good position to adjudge that, in his opinion, there was no foul from Hegum on Swanson. Pompey corner, driven in towards Ogilvie. Now Lang into the crowd, and it's repelled by Mowat. John Mousinho is having words with Lee Doughty. And I think he's talking about the decision or the non-decision over the penalty claim. Furlong will take it. He does have a long throw in his armoury. We see it there in a slightly different area of the field, but it was won back well by Jordan Williams. Pack. And Swanson. Pack. It's an interesting ball. Murphy was on the move, but it's claimed by Palmer. And Pompey fans have had to wait to see Josh Murphy following his move from Oxford. But he showed at Wembley in the League One playoff final last season just what a good player he is. But he picked up an ankle injury in a pre-season game against Charlton, and this is his first opportunity to start today. Bartlett. Jai is the option for Palmer, but he goes long, and too long. Ogilvie. Sliding in was a Jai on Sadie, and in the end Sadie left too much in the subsequent challenge, and a yellow card is shown. The feelings running high at the moment, and within 9 minutes Sadie is in the book for that challenge. On the stretch, but there's no doubt he caught Darnell Furlong and went over the ball. Portsmouth came into this weekend with the most yellow cards in the Championship, and that's their 16th of the season already. Furlong. Now Malumbi, who scored the winner in the previous game at home to Swansea for West Brom. Various options on the bench for Portsmouth, including Regan Poole, who is involved for the first time since last November when he injured his knee in an FA Cup tie at Chesterfield. Sadie. Now Fellows. And Pack is penalised. Jai. And Albion have lost only 9 of the 62 games that Carl Bartley and Sami Ajayi have started together. And they've lost 42 of the 126 without both of them starting. And although both have had spells out of the team in recent years, they are reunited once again, and Albion appear to be reaping the benefit. Calm down, seems to be the message from Carlos Corberán. Williams. Now Hegem. Mowat. Around the corner for Malumbi, but it's recovered by Dazelle. Now McIntyre. Ogilvie to his left, but it's Williams, and now Swanson. Portsmouth in their first season back at this level for 13 years. And they led 4 times in the matches they drew with Leeds and Middlesbrough. And they conceded added time equalisers in both of those games, and they may also believe that they didn't make the most of the 0-0 draw here at home to Luton. Callum Lang was almost fed there. Thomas Kaminski, the Luton goalkeeper, was sent off in the first half, but despite playing 10 players for so long, Pompey couldn't break them down, and then they were beaten here by Sunderland 3-1. Following this game, life won't get any easier for them. They travel to Burnley before a home game here with Sheffield United. Hegem missing his kick. Swanson going down. Again, the referee waves away any appeals, but Swanson delivers the cross. Lang was almost on the end of that, but a really good defensive header from Furlong. Pack. Now Ogilvie. Murphy. First real opportunity for him to try and attack. Supported by Ogilvie. The cross is a good one, and Lang unable to convert. The challenge coming in from Carl Bartley. Fellows. Ogilvie's won it back. Here is Murphy. Murphy's cross deflected by Malumbi. And in the end, the second cross is sent behind by Furlong. And Pompey have another corner. Well, Callum Lang trying to guide that ball in at the near post on the half volley, but I don't think he made the necessary contact even without the challenge. Another corner for Pompey, and in Swigger this time. Palmer was nowhere near that. Lang on the volley, blocked by Swift. And then the shot from Jordan Williams is too high. But Portsmouth have really found their feet in this game after such a poor start, a goal down within the first minute. And Albion do have some familiar names returning to the club, including Mikey Johnston, who is on the bench, back from Celtic on loan. All there's problems here as Palmer tries to find Malumbi, but snapping into the challenge was Pack. And in the end, Portsmouth have the throw-in. The crowd are really in the game now, and that all came from Palmer, putting Malumbi under unnecessary pressure, and Marlon Pack will get the ball as dry as he can for this long throw. Hurled in towards the near post, flicked on. Here is Lang. In the end, the shot doesn't come in. Sadie is there. His shot is blocked, and Mowat will scramble the ball away, but fairly desperate defending there from Albion. Another deep cross in, and this time good goalkeeping from Palmer. Plenty of air on that from Paddy Lane, but Palmer took control of the situation. This was the initial opportunity. McIntyre's flick on, causing real chaos. But neither Sadie or Lang could get the shot on target. And again it's given away. And here was an opportunity for Lang! And Palmer makes the save. And West Bromwich Albion continue to live extremely dangerously here. Palmer again looking to play the ball out in a dangerous area. And it was Mowat this time who had no opportunity to do anything with the ball, but in the end it was a deflection of Kyle Bartley, who quickly turned around to berate his goalkeeper for almost presenting Pompey with another chance. And Bartley this time heading away the corner, or the cross from Dazelle. Just listen to the Portsmouth crowd already. And West Brom are really playing into Portsmouth's hands, who have chosen to press at every opportunity. Looped in again towards McIntyre. And there's a miss kick there, but Malumbi avoids the corner, but he's given the ball away to Pack. His cross is blocked by Swift. Now Murphy. They need some support. Grant is back there. And the flag's up for offside. And that's a waste for Pompey. And if you've just joined us, West Brom scoring in the first minute. Josh Madger now the Championship top scorer with 5 goals this season, but the response from John Mousinho's side has been very good. And they have been the dominant, and he may believe they should be level by now. 4 attempts on goal, but none of them on target. And against a team which like to try and dominate the ball, Pompey have had 60% of the possession so far, but here is Madger. May break to Fellows inside the penalty area, and it's back to Madger again. It's blocked by McIntyre. Now Swift. And another dangerous cross in is met by McIntyre again. Lang almost slips as he tries to set himself for the clearance. Mowat. And there is Ogilvie. And Sadie encouraged to chase that, but he won't get it. And I would imagine Alex Palmer may not be looking to play out this time. In fact, his teammates have made the decision for him. McIntyre's header forward. And Ajayi all the way back to Palmer again. Ogilvie. There's a real eagerness from Portsmouth whenever the ball breaks like that into the Albion half. Albion looking for 3 successive away victories for the first time since February of 2020, when they were eventually promoted under Slaven Bilic. Pack. McIntyre. Ajayi's header will fall kindly for Pompey. Murphy. Now Williams. Seeking out Lane, but Furlong with some excellent defending. Now Hegem. Albion do have that pace on the counter-attack, which I'm sure John Mousinho is aware of. He's not gone 5 games without a victory since arriving at Portsmouth in the early weeks of 2023. And of course they were promoted as the dominant side in League One last season. Lang, Sadie, covered well by Malumbi, and Ajayi going back towards Alex Palmer. Williams' header drops kindly for Mowat. And now Grant. Madger waits in the centre. Grant goes alone. And it's a fine save from Norris. And Karlan Grant, who's not seen too much of the ball down the left-hand side, able to cut in field there, and the fingertips of the Pompey goalkeeper, ensuring it stays only 1-0. Corner's played short, and the angle is opened out on the edge of the penalty area, controlled by Swift, but the second and third touch just ensured the ball bobbled up and ensured he rather lofted the effort. It was quickly closed down by Lang. Ajayi. Ogilvie. Here is Mowat. Malumbi. Mowat's got time here. Swift. And he's being caught by Lane. And again, Albion looking to move things quickly. Grant. Goal kick. Zach Swanson with a good deal to do down the Portsmouth right-hand side. They like to try and get him forward at every opportunity, but he's also got the threat coming back the other way. Carlos Corberán has lost out in the playoffs twice in the Championship with Huddersfield and West Bromwich Albion, but in what already looks to be a very open division. He'll be keen to ensure his team can take care of business without the postseason this time. Ogilvie. Now Murphy. Lang. Williams, who was Barnsley's captain in League One last season, a team which lost out in the playoffs. McIntyre. towards Lane, but won well by Furlong. Pack. That's another good-looking ball for Swanson, but Hagen with the challenge, and he felt that as well. Grant given away to Pack. Hagen back on his feet, but not moving too freely. The Pack's cross is into the arms of Palmer. Swift. Now Ajayi. Furlong really pinged in with power, and the clearance only finds Madger, and it was blocked by Ogilvie. Now Mowat. Malumbi. Madger has been caught there by McIntyre. Not long after he nearly doubled Albion's lead, and it was Swanson with a real swing at the clearance, and Madger with another clear sight of goal, but this time McIntyre was in the way. But it's a free kick for West Brom. Hegem and Bartley are forward. Ajayi in the centre of the penalty area. Swift looking for Bartley. Guided clear by Pack. Now Grant. Malumbi, it's deep. And Norris gathers at the second attempt after clashing with Ajayi. And he looks for the early ball forward to seek out Lane. Ogilvie. Ogilvie with a firmly hit back pass, but Norris was able to deal with that. Grant. And it's interesting that both Karlan Grant and Alex Mowat have had lengthy spells away from Albion on loan in recent years, but they're now back in the fold and clearly have the trust of Carlos Corberán and a team which could be top of the table by the end of this game. Swift. Fellows on the move again, but the shot is off target. But Portsmouth were convinced they should have had a free kick earlier in the move. And the yellow card is out from Lee Doughty. This was the challenge. Hegem on Swanson. Swanson is still down. The play was allowed to continue, but there's no doubt that Hegem rather leapt into the challenge, and then he was involved with Swanson off the field, and Fellows eventually fired wide. And Swanson eventually receiving treatment, and I think he collided with the hoardings. Norris, the goalkeeper, is the player who has been shown the yellow card, presumably for dissent. Doesn't look too good for Zach Swanson at the moment. It may have been the impact of his fall rather than the result of that challenge. John Mousinho has called in a number of his players to try and clarify 1 or 2 points. Well, Albion with more attempts on goal. And Portsmouth with all of the free kicks conceded so far. But they are checking very carefully on the knee of Zach Swanson. Although he's technically off the field of play, play has been stopped. But Swanson looks okay to continue. They've done the necessary work on that left knee. Norris also receiving treatment as well, which explains the length of the delay. So Norris joining Sadie in the book for the home side. Play will resume with the goal kick. And Albion looking for 3 successive away victories. They only won 6 times on the road in the entirety of last season. It was at home when they really built their promotion challenge. Only the top 3 won more points than Albion at the Hawthorns. Here is Sadie. Square to Lang. Now Lane. Lang inside the penalty area. The first cross is blocked and the second one spins behind for a corner. And Portsmouth looking to build another spell of pressure here. They've had their moments. But Alex Palmer has not really been tested yet. Maybe now. Met by Ajayi. Christian Sadie working hard to win it back. Lang. Swanson. And that's easy for Palmer. Portsmouth encouraged to press once again, but then Palmer goes long and it's gathered in stride by Furlong. Fellows in support. Cross deflected away by Ogilvie. And this will be an opportunity potentially for Darnell Furlong to hurl a long throw into the Pompey penalty area. John Mousinho will be aware of his threat. Furlong's delivery travels a long way, and somehow the ball was kept out at the far post by Norris. Madger must have thought he made it 2-0. Now the cross back in, met by Ogilvie. And that was an extraordinary save by Will Norris. Now Murphy at the other end. The Fellows is quick as well, and he's won the free kick. But Josh Madger, can't believe it. This was the long throw, which bypassed everybody, and Madger there. And goodness me, how close was that to crossing the line? Somehow it was scooped away by Norris, helped out by the inside of the post as well. And then at the other end, Murphy clipping Fellows. And a yellow card has been shown to a member of the Portsmouth backroom team, along with Josh Murphy, for that previous challenge. So the team with the most bookings in the Championship have had 4 in the first half here. Madger, guarded back by McIntyre. And straight out of play from Norris. And there is plenty going on inside the technical areas as well. Fellows. Always danger when he's around. And the cross is deep, and it's headed over the top by Grant, who should have made it 2-0. And everything really for West Bromwich Albion coming through Tom Fellows. Another delicious cross from him. But Grant unable to keep the header down. Flags up for offside against Madger. And this was the goal decision system. No goal, but that is a matter of millimetres. Will Norris deserving so much credit, but Josh Madger denied that goal by the slimmest of slim margins. And now Sadie's penalised at the other end for a push. And he's already on a yellow card, so he knows it's not too wise to maybe give his thoughts. Murphy gets the free kick, and you can hear what the home crowd think of that. McIntyre. In the midst of the sound and fury, it's been a really good first half. Pack. Now Murphy. Looking to hit the byline, and he's won the corner off Furlong. It's taken short. Murphy again, and there's Furlong again. Murphy looking to apply the pressure again as we head towards half-time. It's guided clear before Grant can complete the job. Madger will chase, but Swanson gets there first. Williams. Now Lang. Lane. Closed down by Hegham. Swanson. Firm header away by Ajayi. Hegham again, good ball to pick out Swift. He's unable to bring the ball under his spell. Well, there's been plenty of frustration for John Mousinho, but his team have performed well at times, but Albion with all of the efforts on target so far. Another long throw opportunity here for Marlon Pack. In towards McIntyre. Dazelle. Pack. Murphy has wandered over to the right. Now he comes in field. And the shot was blocked by the head of Hegham. Lane. Murphy. And Williams was the overlapping option. Murphy claims he was pulled back, but Portsmouth do have a corner anyway. And it's the home side's 7th of the first half. Plenty going on inside the penalty area, but it's worked short. Lang. Grant was in the way. Pack. Now Murphy. And the cross is guided up rather than away by Furlong. Then Fellows will clear. Sam Allison, the fourth official, is having to work overtime around the technical areas here. There's not too much room down there. Dazelle. Sadie. It's nicely done. And Ajayi will be penalised for the challenge on Lang, and he receives the yellow card. And I think Ajayi knew what was coming there. Another deep cross swung in, guided away by Hegham. Lang, and it could deflect kindly for Swanson, and the cross was behind Sadie. Now Murphy. It's another good ball in, plenty of blue shirts waiting, but it's Palmer who claims. And there was no hint of offside there as it broke to Swanson. And the cross was clipped in, but behind everybody after the ricochet favoured Pompey. Sadie knew he was offside there. in the final minute of what's been a breathless first half. Pack almost having a nasty moment on the edge of the penalty area. Dessel. Now Lane. McIntyre. Pack has got the run from Swanson in behind, and he's able to bring the ball under control. And he gets the corner in the end, and although he went down, I don't think there was any real appeal for anything beyond the corner. Just got the wrong side of Grant, and then he was helped up by Hegem again. A minimum of 4 added minutes. 2 balls on the pitch at the moment. Corner's deep. And the fingertips of Palmer. McIntyre. And this time it's met by Bartley. Lang. Able to ride the challenge, McIntyre, but the pass was behind Lang. And Madja finding Grant. Well, he went down looking for the free kick, but didn't get it. Clipped down the line by Ogilvie. Sadie will try and put Malumbi under pressure, but Portsmouth do have the throw-in. Hurled in by Marlon Pack again. Sent back to him by Kyle Bartley. And Grant conceding yet another Portsmouth corner. Short to Murphy. Murphy needs a good cross here, but it strikes Malumbi. Pack. Tried to find Lane. He was making that run into the penalty area, but just slipped at the crucial moment. Dessel. And it was Ogilvie who was forward to plant the header too high. A player who had to contend with a number of injuries last season, but is featuring for Portsmouth in the Championship. Well, he's seen his team do everything but score in the first half. But at the same time, West Bromwich Albion could be 2 and maybe 3 goals ahead. It's been that sort of game. And there's an injury here, and clearly blood has been spilt for Conor Ogilvie, so we will have a further delay right at the end of added time. And Portsmouth recovered well to conceding the goal from Josh Madja within the opening minute. This was the fast start from the Baggies. Follows with a cross, and Madja just had to put his left foot through it and did just that. And then he must be still wondering how he didn't make it 2-0. An astonishing save from Will Norris when the ball was almost, but not quite, over the line. We are ticking towards the 50th minute here. I would imagine we'll still have at least 2 further minutes of playing time as Portsmouth's medical team work on Conor Ogilvie. And of course, great care is always taken with head injuries. Portsmouth with 11 attempts on goal so far in this game, but none of them on target. And they've had 9 corner kicks as well. But the pace of Tom Fellows helping to create the goal, and he wasn't too far away from adding a second. And Ogilvie will head off, of course. He could be patched up in the dressing room at half-time. And they are back underway. Sadie. Claimed he had his shirt held there, but it's Albion who have the throw-in. Carlos Corberán has seen his team make a great start, but then have to weather the storm. But in the midst of that, they've had some really good chances to extend their lead. And they'll have one here as Ogilvie comes back onto the field of play. Not too much room down there for Darnell Furlong, but he'll make the most of what he's got. And he's got the distance again, but McIntyre rising to clear. And that is half-time. Well, a very watchable game from the moment Josh Madger gave West Bromwich Albion the lead inside the first minute. Set up superbly by Tom Fellows. And Madger close to a second goal as well, but Will Norris with an incredible save to scoop the ball out when it was almost over the line. Portsmouth have applied plenty of pressure and they've had opportunities themselves, but so far they are yet to muster a shot on target. Half-time at Fratton Park, Portsmouth 0, West Bromwich Albion 1. And the goalkeeper Alex Palmer, who's only conceded twice this season. And that was in victories away from home at Queen's Park Rangers and Stoke City. Josh Madger, the leading goal scorer in the Championship now with 5 goals. And his latest one could take his team top. And we are back underway. West Bromwich Albion in the yellow shirts, 45 minutes away from a place at the top of the EFL Championship. Attacking the goal away to our left in the second half. Portsmouth may have other ideas. "11 attempts on goal, but none on target for the home team in the opening 45 minutes. Hegem. Conor Ogilvie has his head swathed in bandages after the head injury late in the first half. Malumbi carrying the ball a long way, and the shot deflected but gathered well by Norris. Malumbi scored the winner in the previous game, and here is Murphy looking to use his pace. Lang was waiting, but so too was Carl Bartley. Portsmouth lacking goals, of course, without their leading scorer from the previous 2 seasons, Colby Bishop, who had to undergo heart surgery in pre-season. We wish him well. Scored 45 goals in the previous 2 years in League One. Callum Lang did score twice in the draw at Leeds on the opening day. Christian Sadie also bagged a brace at Middlesbrough in the draw there, as Matchday, following some immaculate control initially, eventually wins the free kick conceded by Williams. Carlos Corberán won't be taking this for granted at this stage. But he's built a team full of character to come into this season. Mowat. Caught by Sadie, one of 4 players booked in the first half. Swift. Adger again, very strong with his back to goal. Malumbi, well, he was lucky for Fellows, but he'd made the move inside. There is Ogilvie. It's kept in play by Malumbi. Pack is there for Pompey. McIntyre. Ogilvie's clearance taken down well by Sadie. Lang ahead of him, but further wide is Lane. Possibilities here for the home side. Needs to be a good cross, and it's into the arms of Palmer. But Christian Sadie has been a handful. With he and Lang waiting in the centre, Paddy Lane knows he needs to do better than that. 12 goals and 7 assists last season, following his move from Fleetwood. One of Pompey's international players. He's part of the Northern Ireland setup. Appeals for offside against Fellows, and the flag is eventually raised. Williams. And in the end, he rather slices the clearance. Swift. Ajay was cool under pressure there. Furlong. Was just clipped by Lang and knows the free kick is coming. Norris, Murphy and Sadie shown yellow cards for the home side in the first half. Ajay for Albion, taken down well by Hegem, checking back beyond Lane. Swift. Blocked by Gazelle. Good recovery though from Mowat. Swift. Grant. Hegem on the overlap. And it whizzes right through the 6-yard area. And that was begging to be finished. Mowat. Albion working that well. Swift. Grant. Mowat! Brilliant! A rare goal from Alex Mowat. But it was superb in its construction and its execution. And it could be taking West Bromwich Albion top of the championship. That was a real team goal. Swift in towards Grant, and then Mowat with the curler. Norris grasping at thin air. Only 2 goals for him last season, but that's one he'll remember during the current campaign. And West Bromwich Albion have been under pressure, but they've also been clinical. And that's why they lead 2-0. And the problems mounting for John Mousinho. Madja and Mowat in the early stages of both half. Here is Grant. Now Swift. Malumbi takes over. Fellows. West Brom have a firm grip on this game now. Hegem. Swift. Madja coming short. Grant coming in field. And eventually it's cleared away by Lane, who was also cleaned out by Hegem. And the home crowd keen for a yellow card, but the visiting supporters focusing on their team and where they are heading. Murphy, the player penalised now. And it's becoming a very steep learning curve for Portsmouth in the Championship. And they will have to learn very quickly. They've had some positive moments here as Grant is fouled by Williams, but they've been wasteful in front of goal. And they've been picked off by West Bromwich Albion. Madja, Mowat, Madja again. Hegem on the overlap, but it was deflected over the top. It's a corner. And at the moment, West Bromwich Albion look as though they could score at will. The blue skies and the sunshine at kick-off time have given way to grey clouds here, and the gloom is descending on the home supporters at the moment as Norris was fouled. And Mowat is guiding the ball into the back of the net when he knew that the player had been halted. Lane. Still plenty of time left in the game though. Murphy. Albion have the throw-in. They came into this game as the only team left in the Championship with a 100% away record following Sunderland's loss yesterday at Plymouth. And it looks as though that will be maintained. Gathered by Dizelle. Murphy. Pack. Ogilvie. And the cross cleared by Bartley. Fellows. And he was under pressure, but there always seems to be a yellow shirt to help deal with that sort of problem. Malumbi. Seems to be a greater organisation about West Bromwich Albion compared to Portsmouth, who undoubtedly have players who could and probably will thrive at this level, but at the moment they're in a tough spot. And they play a lot of good teams so far. And with a trip to Burnley coming up and a home game against Sheffield United, it may get a good deal harder before it gets easier. Pack. Now Ogilvie. Oh, a slip from Dizelle, appeals for handball. One or two Albion players, but the referee says it struck him on the chest. And Bartley going back towards Palmer. And Ogilvie is penalised for the first challenge on Fellows. He claims he was fouled himself. Swift. Now Hegum. Grant. Held up by Lane, but here is Swift again. Hegum. Challenged by Lang. Malumbi. And you can see the confidence coursing through the veins of the Albion players at the moment. Ajayi. Here is Furlong. And it's deflected behind for a corner. Only Albion's third of the game. But the body language of one or two Portsmouth players is not great at the moment. And that's understandable. Alex Mowat will take the corner kick. Lee Doughty will just sort one or two things out inside the penalty area involving Furlong and Swanson. Mowat's delivery. Fisted clear by Norris. Murphy with the clearance, and this could be the counter-attack they were looking for, but Sadie is beaten to it by Malumbi. Clearance from Palmer, though, cut out by Dizelle. Lane. Murphy. Left foot shot from him, just wide. Well, Pompey need a break, and they almost found it there. Josh Murphy didn't really have too many more options, and it was a decent strike which had Palmer scrambling. And Josh Murphy, almost the first Portsmouth player to score a goal here this season, as Paddy Lane goes off. And he is replaced by Harvey Blair. Josh Williams also makes way as well. As does Josh Murphy. Sam Silvera will come on to replace him, the Australian international, on loan from Middlesbrough. And Abdullah Kamara, the teenager, born in Guinea, signed from Dortmund. He has also come on as John Mousinho looks to change things up here. Something he has to do. Harvey Blair came through the academy at Liverpool, so he is on the right, wearing number 29. Kamara at the heart of midfield as Ogilvie slips. McIntyre is there to help him out. And Silvera will also go up front. Malumbi. Now Fellows. Coming inside this time. Just turning into a cul-de-sac as it's brought clear by Silvera, and he was held back, and it will be a free kick and a yellow card for Tom Fellows. And now an Albion player has gone down off the ball. Confirmation of that yellow for Tom Fellows. It's Darnell Furlong who has gone down. Only doubt he is just having to sort this out here. And he's pulled in Carl Bartley, the captain. Fellows was shown the yellow card for the shirt pull on Silvera, and Kamara looked to take the quick free kick. And he just clashed there with Furlong, and words were exchanged, and then Furlong went down, and the referee was very close to that. He clearly believes that Furlong made the most of whatever happened. Silvera. Now Sadie. So Dazelle, Lane and Murphy, the three players to go off. Kamara finding Silvera. Challenged again by Furlong, and in the end a throw-in is given, and I think that was about the right decision. It was two players committed, going for the ball, and they both went for it. Arlen Pack shaping up for the long throw, but seems to be encouraging Silvera to come short. That's what he does. Pack. Silvera holding his run to stay onside. And eventually it's blocked by Fellows. Now with the clearance, Langdo winning it back. looking to wriggle his way through. And it's Mowat who brings the ball away. Boos for Furlong after the earlier incident involving Kamara. And Albion have the throw-in in the end. Changes as well for West Bromwich Albion. John Swift will be replaced by Grady Diangana, who is back following a shoulder injury. And Uros Rakic, wearing number 20, is also coming on, the Serbian international on loan from Sassuolo. Tom Fellows, who's recently picked up the yellow card, will go off. Effectively, it's Diangana who will replace him in terms of position on the field. Jed Wallace will come into the role occupied by John Swift as the playmaker. And Rakic will replace Malumbi. Mason Holgate and Mikey Johnston also available to Carlos Corberán following their loan moves on deadline day, but not used yet. Kamara. Rakic very quickly involved. Malumbi. With the clearance. McIntyre doing well, grappling with Madja. Williams. Swanson. First real involvement for Blair. Looking to use his pace beyond Grant on the outside, delivering the cross, which was fumbled by Palmer. There's a Portsmouth player down inside the area, off the ball. Albion have the throw-in in the end, and it's Callum Lang who is down. Let's see what happened here. Lang, well, he was caught, he was blocked off by Furlong inside the penalty area, but Lee Doughty, I think, waved away the appeals. Furlong may argue he was entitled to stand his ground. Of course, no VAR in the Championship, so Lee Doughty only gets one look. Grant, Diangana. This one back well by Mowat. Madja. McIntyre, though, coming in to make the challenge. But Albion have been on top for so much of this second half. And as we head towards the final 20 minutes, they are not flattered by a 2-goal lead. Those in the Portsmouth hierarchy seeing their team find life difficult again. It's a long-range shot is fired in from Madja from spectacular and speculative range, but in some way wide. But Maybe hoping to get a bit more of a fade on that. Back. Ogilvie. Here is Pack again. Sadie. And the space here for Williams. It's cut out by another former Barnsley player, Alex Mowat. And here is Grant. 3 in support. And Grant can't go beyond the challenge of Kamara and Williams. Pack. Blair. Looking to get the ball out of his feet once again and try to cause some problems. He delivers the cross in, but Palmer unchallenged and unruffled. And the lack of goals continues to be a concern for Portsmouth. 13 attempts in this game, none on target, and that's been the story for them. Swanson. 9 corners as well, but all in the first half. In general, West Brom have done a good job of keeping them at arm's length, particularly after the second goal from Mowat. Right. Now Wallace. Diangana. Madger ahead of him. The shot was deflected wide, it's a corner. Alex Mowat will take it. But at the moment, if there are to be any more goals in this game, his team look the likely goal scorers. Mowat's corner. And it was a free header for Carl Barkley, which was too high. Just running off Ogilvie and planting the ball into the Fratton end. And Christian Sadie is coming off. And the player who comes on to replace him, Elias Sorensen. Dane, who came through the academy at Newcastle. Wallace looking for Madger, but good covering by Williams. Hegem. Pompey had the throw in. But little sign of a late comeback at the moment. Grant. Now Mowat. Garner unable to deal with the force of the pass, and Blair has been caught by Hegem. It's a free kick. More changes and warm applause for Tom McIntyre on what is effectively his home debut. and also for Regan Paul, the Welsh international, playing his first game since last November when he was injured at Chesterfield in the first round of the FA Cup. Former Manchester United youngster who has come on to make his championship debut. All of his previous games in his career have come in the lower divisions. Here is Pack. There's space and time here for Silvera. Pack again. Kamara. He's done well. Williams. And Portsmouth have played some decent football at times, but things are broken down at the business end of the field. Silvera. He lets fly, but it's blocked by Bartley. Swanson. Good running by Lang. Running into Hegem, but maintaining possession and delivering the cross, but Ajayi leaping to clear. Swanson looking to go beyond Mowat, but he fouls him and it's a free kick. Mikey Johnston is about to make his second debut of the year for West Bromwich Albion. 7 goals and 2 assists on loan from Celtic in the second half of last season. And he will be another player that Carlos Corberán can look to during the entirety of what's left in this campaign. Long throw doesn't find Sørensen. Ogilvy's header forward. Johnston will replace Carlin Grant. And the scorer at the first goal, Josh Madger, will also be coming off. And he's done his job right at the start of the game. Dobbin will come on. Another young player on loan from Aston Villa. Came through the academy at Everton, but moved on to Villa during the transfer window and then quickly out on loan to West Brom. Reich, Diangana. There's one back, and here is Sørensen. Swanson. It's quickly one back. Clever touch from Wallace. Diangana. Reich. Back towards Palmer, who is closing in on his 3rd clean sheet already this season. Wallace now playing in the central role. Diangana. Johnston. Hegem. It looks to be real depth to Carlos Corberan's team now. Of course, he's picked the same starting 11 in every game this season, but he does have plenty of quality to bring off the bench. And when injuries and suspensions inevitably make an impact, he's got plenty of players to make an impact, waiting for their chance. Blair. Swanson. So West Brom with more attempts on goal and still all of the efforts on target. And they've scored twice, and they've also forced two excellent saves from Will Norris. And it's been a very accomplished away performance so far. Kamara. Ogilvie. Silvera checking back. Poole. Swanson looking for options. Blair offers, but it was Carl Barkley who was absolutely fuming that nobody covered on this near side. Blair. Wants a free kick. So do the fans behind that goal, but nothing given. Wallace, former Portsmouth player. Spent 4 years with the club as they look to recover from relegations and stabilise in League Two. Paul. Forward from Pack, Palmer coming out, and Sørensen is eventually shepherded out of the picture by Ajayi. John Mousinho wants his players to keep pushing on here. It's been the sort of game in which his team were up against it right from the start, and they created enough in the first half to pull themselves back on level terms, but they've never really recovered from the blow of conceding a second early in the second half. Dobbin, pulled back by Ogilvie, and that's an inevitable yellow card. 20,205 is the crowd here, which is another sellout. There just checking away from Ogilvie, and he takes one for the team. Portsmouth have won all 4 of the senior English divisions in this stadium. Wallace with the free kick, and the header from Furlong is over the top. These are two clubs with great histories, and this stadium has been the backdrop for so many memorable moments. Blair. Raic winning the ball back. Here is Wallace. Johnston ahead of him. There's also support, but the shot in the end from Dobbin is deflected behind, and it's a goal kick. And it was Kamara who had his pocket picked by Raic, and Albion had 3 forward there. Raic was in space looking for the pullback. Here is Wallace again. That is offside this time. Williams. And West Bromwich Albion here have produced the sort of performance which suggests they could be hanging around for some time around the top of the table. They continue to be defensively durable, but they've got pace on the counter-attack and a centre-forward in great form. And it's a squad which lost a number of key players during the transfer window. Finances are still tight at the Hawthorns. Players in the final year of contracts were moved on to avoid free transfers. Carlos Corberán is a very good coach, and the business he's been allowed to do and the development of the players he already has given the Albion fans a team they can be proud of at the moment. Kamara. Space here for Swanson. Needs a good cross. It's blocked by Hagham. Corner number 10 for Portsmouth as we tick towards the 90th minute. It's delivered by Pack. Barkley with the header away. The missed kick from Wallace. Pack again. Blair. It's good running, and he's still going deep into the penalty area, but just runs out of room at the crucial moment. And it's been a bright spark since coming on. As you can see, the Portsmouth fans are leaving in their numbers now. Johnston. Great pace from him. Beaten away by Norris. Raic will seem to delay the reaction going down, but he has got the free kick. Marlon Pack, the captain, is pleading the case, but another yellow card has been shown. Johnston with the initial effort, just gliding away from the challenges, but Norris was able to keep it out, and then Marlon Pack catching Raic and receiving the yellow card. And that's Pompey's 5th today and 20th of the season. Mowat is over the free kick. And it would seem to favour him with the left foot. He's already scored one goal from this sort of area. Johnston could whip it around with the right. But it's Mowat who hits it. Superbly struck. And Alex Mowat sets the seal on a table-topping performance from West Bromwich Albion. And the away win suddenly becomes emphatic. Will Norris barely moved, and it was right in the corner. Norris maybe anticipated a shot to the other side, but in the end there was an inviting gap there for Alex Mowat, and he made the most of it. 2 goals in the whole of last season, 2 goals in the second half here today. Carlos Corberán does not look like a man with a 3-goal lead away from home. But Pompey fall 3-0 down for the second successive home game. That was against a side who went top of the table, and so is this one. And Mowat may have a problem here at the end of the game. Does seem to have some strapping on his left leg anyway. Well, that's the leg that scored the 2 goals, but it's his right foot which seems to be the issue. For the first time, Portsmouth have gone 5 league games without a win under John Mousinho. And for the first time in 4 years, West Bromwich Albion have won 3 successive away games. And they look well set up for the trip to Plymouth. Johnston, still hungry for more goals. He goes down, wants the free kick, then gets up and he continues. Rajic. Challenged by Swanson, and it's a goal kick. Kamara, now Ogilvie. Pompey's agony is almost over here. Williams. Guided clear by Bartley. Diangana. Diangana was caught late there. It will be a free kick. And it's proved to be a very good away day for those West Bromwich Albion supporters who will head back from the south coast to the Black Country in very good spirits. Pack. Sørensen, and now Kamara. Ogilvie. Silvera. And Pack with the challenge, but play continues. Silvera. Beyond Ajayi. Then he goes down, and it will be a free kick, is it? No, it's all over. And West Bromwich Albion move top of the EFL Championship in very impressive fashion. A goal in the first minute from Josh Madger, and then two superb finishes from Alex Mowat in the second half. One from open play, the other a free kick. Will Norris in the end kept the score down with some great saves, but Portsmouth had no answer, and their wait for a league win back in the Championship goes on. John Mousinho enduring a frustrating afternoon.